just so much on the line here.
Yeah, as soon as I put myself into a player's shoes, my hands start to shake violently. Oh my goodness, I'm not ready for this moment. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with the stoicism from all these players. It feels like, they're getting nervous, they're making, one or two mistakes, but it's not that bad, which makes sense. We're 7 years in, 8 years in. It feels like they should be ready for the moment, but it feels like they never are until this one.
Yeah, I mean, Clash Royale is a very mental game. It's all about, your emotions can play a big factor.
Yep.
I mean, you want to remain emotionless. You want to play the best of your ability every single game, no matter what. Let me go back to my interview with Lucas. After that first loss versus Lava Hound, where he really couldn't do much, he said, I just needed to pretend it didn't happen, really. And it's absolutely correct. You cannot think about any losses. You just have to think about winning and playing your best this game.
Oh boy, Pedro whipping out the Miner plus the Little Prince. And, it does get deleted from the map, the P.E.K.K.A. Evo P.E.K.K.A. in the next cycle, but the P.E.K.K.A. is going to make it hard for Pedro to get any chip damage whatsoever. Always going to be able to take out the Mega Knights, the Little Princes, the Miners. But if there's anybody who can figure out this kind of matchup, it's going to be Pedro.
Oh! Huge mistake. Lumberjack played one tile too far down, trying to get the King activated, but it doesn't pull. The Mega Knight connection here, as you said, Pedro, it's very difficult for him to get damage in this matchup, but now he has it. Now he just needs good defense.
And right there, Ram Rider, a great rage, and that's going to take out all the Skellies, get one charge onto the tower, 25-20. And man, that was a 3-second window where everything Pedro did, Sub did something better. The Ram Rider got that charge before Pedro could get the Tesla down. He got the rage as soon as the Skellies were plopped down on the ground. Pedro wasn't quick enough with a Miner. Sub fighting back.
Evo P.E.K.K.A. in the back, slow rolling a big push here. We still don't know Sub's last card, but it's most likely going to be an extra spell to be able to break through on offense versus you name it here on defense. Pedro, on the other hand, has the Evo Mega Knight, but we all know who's going to win in an interaction between Mega Knight and P.E.K.K.A.
And right there, Pedro was trying to set it up so that the P.E.K.K.A. wouldn't get the heal on itself. Instead, the Mega Knight just a little bit too low, and the P.E.K.K.A. ends up taking out what I believe was a Miner, and that Rammer does get a shot. No activation of the ability. I'm pretty sure he just wasn't back to it. There's so much going on in the map that I can't really pay attention at this point.
And this is what you were talking about earlier. Sub just keeps placing a P.E.K.K.A. in the back. It's blocking that entire lane, preventing a Miner poison from coming through and getting damage. And instead, in fact, Pedro just continually use Miner on defense. He is up damage, but for how long?
Yeah, and I mean, we just have to wait and see what Sub's last card is, because if it's a Lightning, this game could just be over from that, because Pedro's always going to think, all right, my Tesla's going to be enough. I can put the Mega Knight in the back, and this offensive push from Sub is going to be nothing. But a Lightning will just change the game entirely.
And you see the Evo Ice Spirit doing such a good job on defense. Wow. A year ago, or maybe even 6 months ago, Ice Spirit was the worst Evo in the game. But now you can see why it's so used on defense versus these P.E.K.K.A.s and these Mega Knight Evos.
Defensive poison coming in from Pedro. The way pros, wow, that Ram Rider onto the tower. The Mega Knight jumping is going to do a little bit, but it's going to get a charge plus a regular hit. And that right tower for Pedro down to 1664. But now here it is. It's 1 minute left. This is Pedro at his peak. Miner, poison, can he defend?
He does defend decently, but that Rammer connection is now put it in Pedro's court to get damage. He can't just defend, he needs the damage. He needs a Miner poison connection on tower, and he has yet to get it. Will it be possible in this last 30 seconds?
Lumberjack cycle to the right from Sub. Pedro probably going to go the opposite lane. I mean, especially with that P.E.K.K.A. But here's the thing. You only have Bar Barrel and Poison. Those Goblins on defense, it's going to be too much. He's going to elect to go same lane right here.
Miner poison is inbound. The Goblins prevent all Miner hits. The poison gets some damage, but there's only 13 seconds left on the clock. Both players spell cycling. Sub is in the lead, and he's just trying to predict the next Miner, and he is successful.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get the damage. Sub is going to take game number 3. He has to feel so good about this. Sub cycling perfectly. The P.E.K.K.A.
hand, it just never